Hi class, it's Dr. T. Welcome to Theoretical Foundations of Advanced Nursing. This is the second week of your orientation. I would like to go over this week so you're confident about what you need to accomplish during this second week of orientation. The most important thing for you to do immediately is to access the resources that are provided for you. If you haven't yet done so, make sure you go through all the resources. The resources are there to help you succeed. They provide directions and guidelines for your success. So when you go to each of these sections, like my initial welcome, which gives you a broad overview, check on announcements. This is where you're posting the week 2 sharing and support. Here's where you ask any questions you might have. The course calendar is important for you because it shows you due dates of your discussions and due dates of different activities. The syllabus, of course, is important for you to read. It's your course contract. Here's your methods of evaluation. This is everything that's going to be graded in this course to provide you with your final grade. So there's 10% of your grade is related to discussion questions. 5% is related to participation. That means showing up online and posting at least 4 days out of 7. You have a team project every week, and it's a total of 300 points, or 30% of your grade. You have a paper due in week 3 on your clinical focus and case story. That's 15% of your grade. There's a final reflection in week 6, and that's worth 10% of your grade. And you have a big paper due at the very end of the course, and that's worth 30% of your grade. I would print this out if I were you and make sure you understand what you're being graded for. These two grading rubrics, week 3 paper and the grading rubric for week 6 paper, are very important. Why? They're important because they give you the exact requirements for the paper that you will be writing in week 3 and the paper in week 6. So make sure you review this. This is something else, if I were you, I would print out. Let me show you that. Open this one up. And here is the grading rubric for the week 3 paper. You can see this. So I would say please print that out and go over it for yourself. And here's the grading rubric for the final paper, which is in week 6. And notice all the details of this. I'll certainly be helping you understand this better, but the most important thing for you to do right now is to carefully review everything. This is the time to do that. Reviewing the directions in this orientation week are important for you to do. So read everything. When you're putting your mouse cursor over different words like this and you see that they're highlighted and underlined, these are resources for you. So please click on each one of these. These will help you write the little essay that's due this week. This week you're going to practice some of your writing. So you're going to write a little paper on an essay. And see everything here? You've got pointers for writing your paper, resources to help you with writing, how to find a journal article in the library, and here's the practice essay directions. And this is your assignment. You're going to have a 3-page paper explaining the reasons why you're seeking additional nursing education, describing how your background, previous employment, and professional experiences factored into your decision. You're going to talk about any personal or professional experiences that you have. You're going to talk about potential barriers or concerns you might have and your future goals. And you're going to practice using APA style formatting. So that's a 3-page paper. It can be 2 to 3-page paper. It's pretty easy to do that when you use all these areas and address all these. Now, because this is an essay about you and about you seeking your degree in nursing, your advanced degree in nursing. This paper, you may use personal pronouns. But in general, and for the 2 papers that you are writing in the course, you are not using personal pronouns. You're using academic voice. However, if you are ever asked to reflect at the end of your paper, in that section, and that section only, you can use personal pronouns. So you're going to write this little essay, and you're going to submit that at the end of the week. Before you submit your essay to the course, you're going to submit it and practice submitting an essay to turn it in. So you're going to go here and submit to turn it in. Then here is where you submit your essay for me to review it. Now, do keep in mind that submitting your essay to turn it in has nothing to do with submitting your essay for grading. Your essay will be submitted in the course for grading. Submitting your essay to turn it in is for you to check for plagiarism. You're going to be looking at matches. Here is a guideline for how to submit to turn it in. Here is where you submit to turn it in, and here's where you submit your completed essay, which would be due next Monday night by midnight. Okay, so you have that essay for you to practice APA formatting. So review everything you can for APA formatting. I think I'll put in here an APA sample paper, so look for that, okay? Then you have this week to meet your team members, so it's very important that you go to the teamwork area. Here's the team area, and you can see which team you've been assigned to. You've got team 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to meet your team members. How do you talk to each other in your team? You go to your team forum. So team 1, you go here and you start talking to each other. Team 2, you go to your team 2 forum. Team 3, you go to your team 3 forum. And team 4. It looks like somebody's been in there. Let's see who it is. So Regina, thank you Regina for being on top of this. Regina has gone in and she's starting the team contract. You pass the team contract back and forth, identifying yourselves with a color, and then at the completion of everybody completing the team contract, you submit one team contract for the team. And you'll see that is an area right here. Submit team contract. That's when you submit your completed team contract. So your assignment this week is to work in this forum, getting to know one another, sharing and support area. That's practicing, and make sure you're understanding how you post your initial response and responses to others. You should be going over everything that's been given to you so you have all the support you can gather. You're going to write a small little essay with your thoughts and background on going to graduate school, and you're going to be practicing how you put APA formatting in, okay? Here's the directions again. Read those directions, class, and look at them. Follow the directions for your essay. Next, I want to show you something very important. I can see if you have opened up areas and read them. Why this is important is if you don't look at the resources provided, then you're missing the tools and the content that would help you be successful. So don't hesitate to go over everything that's provided here for you. If a student tells me they don't understand and I can see that they never even opened an area, then that's cause for concern. So I'm going to show you how I can do that so that you understand it's important for you to really go in and see the resources. So I'm going to click on participants, you're going to see that everybody's name is here. All right. Once I click on somebody's name, then I can go in and see their individual activity in the course. So for example, here's an activity report. So I know that this person hasn't posted and asked the professor. I know this student has looked at the course calendar, looked at the syllabus, looked at methods of evaluation and discussion question rules, looked at the grading rubric for week 3, hasn't looked at the grading rubric for week 6, probably should do that. And then for the resources in orientation week 2, has never looked at the pointers for writing your paper, resources, and how to find a journal article. Has looked at practice essay directions, has not checked out how to submit to Turnitin, and the rest, of course, would not do that yet because there's no assignment submitted yet. So you can see where I can see where the activity of the student has been. Okay? So I know this student's been into the teamwork area and has viewed things. So here's an example so you see that I can see where you've been and if you have accessed the resources. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for you to access the resources provided for you. They're only there to help you succeed. They give you directions, they give you other resources, they give you some content and tools to be successful. So be sure you check out all areas. I hope this is a help to you. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you personally on Thursday at 9 p.m. in the WebEx meeting and encourage any of you who can attend to please attend. Take care and see you online.